कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मंगलम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। The description of Pashpaka Vimana continues because it is one of the proud possession of Ravana, acquired from Kubera himself, not acquired, won over. And understand that it is said, it is tapasa krit tapasa arjitam. Tapasa arjitam meaning tapas is of many kinds. Tapati iti tapaha. Tapati iti tapaha means that which is burning. Actually, in Tamil, tapu means wrong. When you say something wrong, you actually burn inside. So, tapati iti tapaha, suryaha tapati, sun burns, agnihi tapati, manaha api tapati. Mind also can burn. What it can burn? One thing is, a mind can burn out of anger, out of greed, out of jealousy, out of karma. Karma also burns, desire also burns our mind. Burning means it is making it very agitated, disturbed, restless. On the other hand, tapas can be to overcome the desire also. Or one desire overtaking all others. In case of Ravana, why want to conquer the entire world, for which he has overcome all other desires? That also happens when one is passionate about something, he will or she will let go all other pursuits and exclusively engage, burning as though all others, only for the sake of achieving one. Or it can be in general burning for everything, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, etc., all that. The third one is burning all vasanas to achieve moksha. Nirindana ivanalaha. It is said in Bhagavan Krishna also, Nirindana, that is without any fuel. How the fire anyway would continue to burn, but it continues to burn so long as the fuel is there. So the fuel of kama, krodha, lobha, everything is there, it will burn. But when at the end, when all of them are burned, the mind thereafter becomes, extremely quiet, peaceful, joyful. Nothing can anyway burn it anymore. For all things that can burn has been burnt away. That is the nature of a Mahatma. Whereas a person of passion who wants something particularly, he will burn everything else only for that sake. That is the case of Ravana. He did tapas only to get the power of everything, power over everything. And that burning of all other desires for the sake of gaining the superpower had created, afterwards having gained the superpower, all other powers again, all other desires again. That is the difference between the tapas of a Mahatma and tapas of a Rajasic person. So here he had conquered his senses only to become more indulgent. Sometimes that happens, no? You sacrifice so much to get wealth, only to enjoy the wealth, indulge the wealth. And all the water sacrifice comes back. So here he got that Kuberasya Pushpaka Vimanam, very well built by Maya himself. And this very thing has been acquired by him. Continuing in the Navama Sarga, the Pushpaka Vimana, I think that's where we have to start. Tasyalaya varishtasya madhye
vimalamayatam
dadarsha bhavana shreshtam Hanuman Marutatmajah Ardhayojana Vistirnam Ayatam Yojanam Mahat Bhavanam Rakshasendrasya Bahuprasada Sankulam Margamanastu Vaidehim Locanam Sarvada Parichakrama Hanumanarisudanah Uttamam Rakshasavasam Hanumanavalokayan
Hanumanavalokayan
Asasadaya Lakshmivan
Asasadata Lakshmivan
Rakshasendra Niveshanam
Rakshasendra Niveshanam
Chadurvimshanai Chadurvimshanai Dvivarai Chadurvimshanai Vivara
Viradai
Viradai. Okay. Chadurvimshanai Viradaihi
Chaturvimshanairdviradaihi
Trivishanai Stataivacha
Trivishanaistataiva cha
Parikshiptam Asambhadam
Parikshiptam Asambadham
Rakshamanam Udayudaihi
Rakshamanamudayudhaihi
Rakshasibhischa Patnibihi
Rakshasibhischa patnibihi
Ravanasya Niveshanam
Ravanatya niveshanam
Ahritabhischa Vikramya
Avrutabhischa vikramya
Rajakanyabhiravrutam
Rajakanyabhiravrutam
Tannakramakarakirnam
Tannakramakarākirnam
Timingila Jashakulam
Timingilajashakulam
Vayuvega Samadhutam
Vayuvegasamadhutam
Pannagairiva Sagaram
Pannagairivasagaram
Tasya Alaya Pravishtasya Madhye Tasya Ravanasya Alaya Pravishtasya Alaya Varishtasya Madhye, in the very middle of that huge palace, Bimalam Ayatam, which is by size is very huge, Bhavanasreshtam Dadarsha Hanuman. He saw the huge palace of abode of Ravana, Marudatmaja Hanuman. And what is the size of the hall that he saw? This is outside the Pushpaga Viman. Okay? That is where the Pushpaga Viman was originally placed, and he described about the things that were there inside the Pushpaga Viman. Now he's talking about where this huge Vimana was placed. Ardha Yojana Vistirna. Length of that very hall, you know what it is? 4 miles. Think of somebody living in a palace. 4 miles. Exaggeration, no doubt. But it could be possible also. We don't know. Ardha Yojana Vistirna. Ayatam Yojanam. And 8 miles width. Is it a palace or what? It's a city by itself. And only to show the prosperity with which Ravana was living. Bhavanam Rakshasendrasya Bahu Prasada Sangulam. Having so many different kinds of palaces included in that. Vaidehim Margamanaha, who the Hanuman who is thus searching for Vaidehi, Sitam, Ayatalochanam, one who has the wide, beautiful eyes. Sarvadaha Parichakrama, he started to move around all over the place. Hanuman, Arisudanaha. And Uttamam Rakshasa Vasam, the very place which is the abode of the Rakshasas, it is indeed so excelling. Uttamam, the best. Hanuman Avalokayan, while Hanuman looking at it, having reached Asasad Ata Lakshmivan Rakshasendra Niveshanam. Finally, he reached, it looks like, the possible dwelling place of particular place of Ravana. And that place has been guarded by the elephants which had 4 dantas. Vishana it's called. Vishana actually means horn. Obviously, horn is that which is coming out of the head. So here it is to be understood as danta. Chadurvishanai, 4 tuskers. Some of them are 2, dvirataihi. Some of them are 3, trivishanaihi, tata evacha. Parikshiptam being parikshiptam asambhadam. It is spread out there, and asambhadam, not very crowded. Rakshamana udayutaihi, also being protected by those demons who have weapons in their hand, well raised weapons, meaning ready to attack. Rakshasibhischa patnibihi, also his own queens, who are all demon queens that were also there. Ravanasya niveshanam rakshamanam udayutaihi. Ahritabhischa vikramya rakshakanyabhiravritam. Rajakanya. So Rajakanyas, the royal queens were also seen. He had both royal queens and demon queens and varieties of them, because he has gained access to Sarga as well as Naraka. So all the people, all the women who have been acquired by him by might, who are from the Sarga as well as from Naraka, all of them, so they were all seen there. And Ahritabihi, because they were all brought. They were actually brought away, taken away from their original abode, Vikramya, having conquered them. Then that place, obviously, it looked like as though Tad Nakram Takra Makarakidam Timingila Samaidam, Timingila Jashayakulam. It looked like a sagara, a ocean, which has the crocodiles, nakra, and then makara, sharks. Timingila, Timingila is actually whale. But in Tamil and many other some other language, Timingila is also considered as a large fish. Because Timim Gilati is the Timingila. Timing is a particular kind of a fish which is a large in size. Galati means that which swallows. So Timim Galati iti Timingila. That means it can swallow even a big fish. Anjasha Akulam. Anjasha in general means fishes. So all these Vayuvega Samadutam Pannagairiva. And also the infested by the serpents, which are all as though being moved hither and thither by the wind that is blowing. Vayuvega Samadudam Pannaireva Sagaram. The ocean, how it is filled with such, infested with so many of them. In the same way, the place has been infested with so many different people. It is like we do not know a different world altogether. 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. And the amount of people and other living beings that are there in the earth, on the earth, double that or more are there under this water, under the earth. Under the earth means in the water. Our population itself is so much. Human population have eradicated all other living beings on the earth. Thank God he has not conquered the ocean, The ocean at least left behind for, And because the human beings are not there, they are freely available in the ocean. And that also we are trying to pollute with oil and this and that. Unbelievable amount of destruction going on inside there also. But those species that are there in the ocean are more powerful than those who are living on the earth, really speaking. You know why? Resistance is less. See, when you are to walk on the earth, you have to resist against the gravitation. Resist in a sense that you have to, there's a constant friction goes on. When you are walking, the effort is necessary because there is a natural power that is grounding you, right? But inside the ocean, that is not there. That's why people try to do the swimming as an easier task of exercise than walking or running, etc. As you get old, doing the exercise under the water is much easier. Anyway, so the living beings that are under the ocean are more freely moving with less resistance. Of course, the danger is always there. But the kind of creatures that are available inside the ocean, if they only come out, human beings won't live, cannot live, because they are so huge. The whale is of at least 6 to 8 times that of the size of an elephant. Think about it. They are coming out, walking about with you. No buildings can survive. They just destroy everything on the way. Anyway, so the place of palace of Ravana had so many different things, that so many different kind of animals and rakshasas and others. So the description is so clear and very comparable. Ya hi Vaishravane Lakshmihi.
Ya hi Vaishravane Lakshmihi.
Ya Chandre Harivahane.
Ya Chandre Harivahane.
Sa Ravana Grihe Ramya.
Sa Ravana Grihe Ramya.
Nityameva Napayini.
Nityameva Napayini.
Ya Charajnyak Kuberasya.
Ya Charagna Kuberasya.
Yamasya Varunasya Cha.
Yamasya Varunasya Cha.
Tadrishi Tadvishishtava.
Tadrishi Tadvishishtava.
Ruddhi Rakshase Grihe Tviha.
Riddhi Raksho Gruheshviha.
Raksho Grihe. Yeah. Ruddhi Raksho Grihe Tviha.
Riddhi Raksho Gruheshviha.
Tasya Harmyasya Madhyastaha.
Tasya Harmyasya Madhyastha.
Veshmachanyat Sunirmitam.
Veshmachanyata Sunirmitam.
Bahuniryuha Samyuktam.
Bahuniryuha Samyuktam.
Tadasha Pavanatmajaha.
Dadarsha Pavanatmajaha.
Brahmanorte Kritam Divyam.
Brahmanorthe Krutam Divyam.
Diviyat Vishvakarmana.
Diviyad Vishvakarmana.
Vimanam Pushpakanama.
Vimanam Pushpakam Nama.
Pushpakam Nama. Okay. Sarvaratna Vibhushitam.
Sarvaratna Vibhushitam.
Parena Tapasalebhe.
Parena Tapasalebhe.
Yat Kupera Pitamahat.
Yat Kubera Pitamahat.
Kubera Mojasa Jitva.
Kubera Mojasa Jistva.
Ebetat Rakshaseshwaraha.
Lebe Tad Rakshaseshwaraha.
Again, the description of the Pushpaka Viman starts, because as I said, he could not resist again and again coming back to that point. Because when we like something, obviously we go back to it more and more again and again. So that's what happened here. And he said, the Raksho Grihetu Iha, the second line, last part, the Griha, the abode of this Ravana is so rich. Ruddhi Riddhi means Riddhi and Siddhi, these are all the two powers Bhagavan Ganesha can give. They are not wives of Ganesha. They create all sort of things. Ganesha is married, Hanumanji is married, Shiva has got a daughter, all sort of things. Which just for the sensation people create. There is no authority from the Puranas to support this. Riddhi and Siddhi are the powers of Bhagavan Ganesha. Poor thing, let him not get married. He's quite okay. So, Riddhi is prosperity, and Tadrishi Riddhi, Tat Vishishta Riddhi. Tadrishi, that much of wealth, more than what? Yamasya, Varunasya, Kuberasya. It is more than what Yama has, Kubera has, and Varuna also has. Varuna means here water, right? Under the ocean is all the precious things. Whatever we get on the land, much more is available. Most of the pearls, most of the precious stones are available in plenty in the water. So therefore, Varunalaya is filled with so much of richness. Kubera, obviously, he is the fortune 100, he is the topmost for all times to come. I wonder, how can Yama be like that? Yama is not a rich person. Yama also. Why? Because so many people pray to him not to get killed, so they give a lot of money to him. But he will come anyways. So he has got also a lot of richness. So, Yacha Rajnyaha Kuberasya Yamasya Varunasya Tadrishi Tad Visishtava Vriddhi. Much more than all these people have. That much of richness is found to be in the house of Rakshasa. Here, Sa Ravanagrihe Ramya. What? See, Vaishravanaha, Lakshmi, Chandraha, and Harivahana. Harivahana is somewhere just Chandra is Lakshmi cha Indre Harivahane. Yahi Vaishravane Lakshmi ya cha Indre, it will become Chandra is written. So the Chandra it should become. Chandre Harivahane. And all of them, Ravanagrihe Ramya Nityameva Anapayini. So all these people are there, so that all the greatness and the beauty and then prosperity that are available, Vaishravana, it's actual Kubera. That is Vishrava's son, therefore it's called Vaishravana. So we also chant, no? Rajadi Rajaya Prasahya Sahine Namo Vayam Vaishravanaya Kurmahe. Vaishravanaya Kurmahe. We split it there, therefore we don't understand. Namo Vayam Vaishravanaya. Vaishravanaya. Vaishravana is Kubera. Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Indra, whatever is there in all of them, Sa Ravanagrihe Ramya Nityameva. They are all available. And Anapayini, never absent. Nityameva Anapayini. Apaya means to move away, to disappear. Anapayini Vriddhi. That's why it's connected to that. It's all female gender there. Vriddhi Anapayini. Tasya Harmyasya, of that place, Madhyastaha. Madhyastha means staying there. What? Veshma. Veshmecha Anyat Sunirmidam. What is that? Bahu Niryuha Samyuktam. Bahu Niryuha Samyuktam. Available to him, this very thing, which is a hamlet, Niryuha, Samyuktam of many hamlets, Dadarsha Paramat Bhavanatmana. He saw that, and also he saw the Pushpaka Viman again. Brahmana Arte Vishwakarmana Kritam. For the sake of Brahma, for the sake of the creator Brahma, Vishwakarma had created is Kritam Divyam Divi Yat. It is actually like a Divyam Divi, like a Swargaloga itself. Pushpakam Nama Vimanam Sarvaratna Vibhushitam, studded with so many precious gems. And Kuberaha Yat Kubera Tapasa Parena Tapasa Pitamahat Leve. Obviously, Kubera got it from Brahma. This very Pushpaka Viman originally was created by Vishwakarma for Brahma, because he is the divine architect, and Brahma being Pitamaha, he is the foremost of all of them. Everything actually is owned by him only. And from Brahma, Kubera got it by his tapas. And Kuberam Ojasa Jitva Lebe Tat Rakshaseshwara. Tejas and Ojas. Tejas is a spiritual splendor. Ojas is physical might. Ojosi, Sahosi, we chant those mantras. And the Ojas is therefore is considered as physical power, again, can be gained out of tapas also. So obviously physical power is also indirectly it is mental power only. A person may be physically strong, but if your mind is not supporting it, he will not be able to fight or do anything. That's what happens when physically they are strong, but if they have taken some intoxicant, some liquid spirituality, then what happens? Can they fight? Or they have taken some drug. Can they fight? Even though physically strong, but mind doesn't cooperate, as it happened with Arjuna also, emotionally disturbed. So Ojas is a physical strength born out of tapas also. And Ravana had that Ojas. And therefore, Ojasa Jitva Lebe. Kuberam Ojasa Jitva, having conquered Kubera by his power, and he got this Pushpaviman from Kubera. So it was originally Brahma had, then Kubera had, now it is at the possession of Ravana. Iha Mrugat Samayuktaihi Kartaswara Hiranmayaihi Sukrute Rajitam Stambaihi Pradiptamiva cha Shriya Merumandara Sankashaihi Ullikat Virivambaram Kutagare Shubhagare Sarvadas Samalankritam Jwalanarka Pratikashaihi Sukrutam Vishwakarmana Emasopana Yuktam cha Charupravaravedikam Jalavatayanairyuktam Kanchane Spatikairapi Indranila Mahanila Manipravaravedikam Vidrumena Vichitrena Manibhishcha Mahadanaihi
मणिभिश्च महाधनैः
निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिः
निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिः
तलेनाभिविराजितम्
तलेनाभिविराजितम्
चन्दनेन च रक्तेन
चन्दनेन च रक्तेन
तपनीयनिभेन च
तपनीयनिभेन च
सुपुण्यगन्धिना युक्तम्
सुपुण्यगन्धिना युक्तम्
आदित्यतरुणोपमम्
आदित्यतरुणोपमम्
विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम्
विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम्
आरुरोह महाकपिः
आरुरोह महाकपिः
तत्रस्तः सर्वतो गन्धम्
तत्रस्तः सर्वतो गन्धम्
पानभक्ष्यान्न सम्भवम्
पानभक्ष्यान्न सम्भवम्
दिव्यं सम्मूर्च्छितं जिघ्रन्
दिव्यं सम्मूर्छितं जिघ्रन्
रूपवन्तमिवानिलम्
रूपवन्तमिवानिलम्
सगन्धस्थं महासत्त्वम्
सगन्धस्थं महासत्त्वम्
बन्धुर्बन्धुमिवोत्तमम्
बन्धुर्बन्धुमिवोत्तमम्
इह एहीत्युवाचेव
दयेहेत्युवाचेव
तत्र यत्र स रावणः
तत्र यत्र स रावणः.
This very Pushpaka Viman is one which is supported by the pillars, stambaihi by very pillars that are very strong. And what kind of a pillar it is there? It had various kinds of images, forms carved into it. Iha mrugam, mruga samayuktaihi. Iha mruga is wolf. It is interesting. So, iha means icha, desire. And wolf desires what? Mruga, deer. So they would try to hunt down the deer and then eat. That's where we look at delicacy. Everyone has got their own delicacies. For this wolf, the mruga in general means mrugayate iti mrugaha. In general, mruga is an animal. Mrugayate means searching. And you can see especially the deers are those which are seen to be constantly in search for food. They are running here, then therefore they are called mruga. So mruga, iha mruga means that which desires to eat mruga. So the iha mruga samayuktaihi, the forms of the image of the wolves. Kartaswara hiranmayaihi sukrudaihi rajitam. Sukrudaihi ajitam. Sukrudaihi achitam. So they are all made to achitam here to be supported by the stambaihi achitam. What? Sukrudaihi sambaihi achitam, by the well created, well carved out the pillars which are made of silver and gold. Kartaswara hiranmayaihi stambaihi achitam pradiptamiva cha shriya pradiptam, by the very decorative brilliance of that, the very costly, precious things, it is shining there. And it looked like Meru Mandara Sankashaihi, the brilliance of Meru, mountain Meru or Mandara, and Mandaraihi Sankashaihi, and Ullikat Bihi Ivambaram. These pillars are those which are as though going to scrap the space, that tall. That's why they call it as skyscrapers. Lika means to lick actually in Sanskrit. Ullika means going and trying to touch the upper at the trying to touch the space as though. And Kuta Agarehi, which has also got the Kuta, secret rooms, Shubha Agarehi, pleasure houses, Sarvada Samalankritam, Jvalana Arka Pradikashaihi, like that of the burning sun, Sukritam Vishwakarmana, created by Vishwakarma himself, Hema Sopana Yuktam Cha, and the steps that are there in the Pushpaviman is made of gold, stairs. In the golden stairs, you won't feel like walking up there. You will be continually staring at it. That is called stare. Golden stairs. And Charu Pravarai Pravara Vedikam. Also, it had the platform. Platform means a landing space, which are also very beautifully designed. Grilled windows. Jala Vatayanir Yuktam. Windows that are in a jali, like this, they are. And all of them. See, it's meant for what? Obviously, the air to come in. Vatayana. Vatayanai yuttam. Vata ayana. Ayana means for vata to come. For the wind to pass through. Jala vatayanai yuktam kanchanai spatikairapi. They are made of gold or even by crystals. Think about the richness then. Indranila, Mahanila, sapphire, emerald. Eyes are becoming bigger and bigger now. Wow. When we see these things, they are so beautiful. You cannot stop seeing them. Indranila, Mahanila, Manipravara Vedikam. With precious gems. Vidrumena with corals, Vichitrena varieties, Manibishcha with the gems, Mahadanehi, most precious ones. Nistulabishcha, they cannot be matched. Tulab is to compare or to weigh in. So you cannot really compare them. Nistulab. Muktabihi, by the pearls. Talena abhirajitam, all the floors were also made of these kind of precious ones. And he could also, in that vimana, he could also smell chandanena charatena, the beautiful sandalwood, almost looking like red. Tapaniya nibena cha, looking like the molten gold. Chandana is offered in the Bhagavan's face, or Bhagavan's form. Not only they are looking like gold, but also they have the beautiful smell. It's interesting. If you go to abode of Vishnu, Vishnu is usually done alankar, but also they smear chandan on the body of Bhagavan Vishnu. His dark complexion. Therefore, Chandana will stand out very clearly. So they offer. And that Chandana, Kalabam it's called in Kerala, that Kalabam is then given as prasad. What has been offered before the Alankara is done, they put the Chandana Kalabam first. After that, they remove it and then they put the other dress. And then the Kalaba is given as the prasad for the people. Yeah, so it is if you go to places like Thiruvananthapuram or Guruvayur and many other places, this chandan is not bought in the marketplace. No, I have seen myself that there are people employed only to make chandan every day. They take the wooden piece and they go on doing it whole day. It's a labor of the love. They do it, and there are volunteers also. They do it the whole day and pick up that chandan and then offer it on the Lord, and that is given to you. So you must understand that it is not just bought from some marketplace. So when you take it, you must have the reverence because it is a love of the devotees who have worked on it. Sweat and toil, they were doing it. So you must, that much of reverence one should have with that. So Chandana Kalabam. So that is what is used. Interesting is that when I go to Asian countries, especially Burma and other places, when we have gone, for the Buddha's form, they give golden flakes. Golden flakes. I know how many of you have seen this. Golden flakes, they will give it to you near the altar. You may have to pay some money or sometime it is not. So you take it and go to Buddha and put it on his body. They can be pasted on. So I've done that myself, and that they put it on that. So the same tradition only. Because that Chandan is not available, then you put golden flakes. So in place of gold, it is Chandan back down in South India. And it is, or even Badrinath, if you go, it is the same. The tradition there also, it is the same. But in golden flakes or Buddha, it is the same idea there, that offer that bright, beautiful, yellow molten gold. Tapaniya nibena cha. But another advantage with the Chandan is that smell, right? Supunya Gandhina Yuktam Aditya Tarunopamam, which is filled with the sandal paste, which is like shining like that of the young sun, the morning sun. Pushpakam Vimanam Divyam, such a beautiful Pushpaka Vimana, Aruroha Mahakabihi, he climbed up. That monkey climbed up there. Tatrastaha, staying there. Sarvadaha, Gandham, Panam, Panabhaksha, Anna Sambhavam, Divyam Samurchitam, Jigran. He is smelling all the fragrance of the Chandana, as well as the Panam, the food, I mean the drinks, and Bhakshanna Sambhavam, the smell that is coming out of the cooked food, Divyam Samurchidam, as though stupefying, Jigran Rupavantam Ivanilam. Interesting, then footnote I've read somewhere that the air does not have any form, right? Air doesn't have a form. But here it says Rupavantam Anilam, as though the air has got a form. Meaning what? The smell of the food, smell of Chandan, smell of that, all kind of perfumes, are those who are as though having a form and standing in front of you. And what do? And they will invite you, come. When somebody is making vada or dosa. So even though the smell is coming, and the smell is inviting smell, isn't it? Even though the person who is making it is not inviting you, but the smell is inviting you. So when you're going to the early morning flight, you're going into the airport, then the Starbucks coffee, I'm telling you, so attractive. The smell of the coffee, it's as though waiting inside the airport. Come on. That's what he says. Iha ehi iti vacha. Come on here. Sagandaha tam mahasattvam, that very smell which is very strong. Bandhubihi iva uttamam. So when a relative is inviting another person into his house, Iha ehi, come on here, iti uvacha. Eva. Tatra yatra cha Ravana. Where Ravana is there, the smell of those kinds are as though inviting a person to come in. That's why he said that as though the air has taken a form to invite you in. That's why he says, Rupavantamivanidam. That's such a beautiful expression there. Tatastam prastita shalam
Tatastam prastitaशालाम्
tadarsha mahatim shivam
Tadarsha mahatim shivam
ravanasya mahakantam
Ravanasya mahakantam
kantam iva varastriyam
Kantamiva varastriyam
manisopana vikrutam
Manisopana vikrutam
majala virajitam
Hemajala virajitam
patikairavritatalam
Spatikairavritatalam
dantantarita rupikam
Dantantarita-rupikam
muktavajrapravalaischa
Mukta-vajra-pravalaischa
rupyavami karairapi.
Rupyachami-karairapi
Correct. Vibhushitam manistambaihi
Vibhushitam manistambaihi
subahastambabhushitam
Subahustambabhushitam
samair rijubir atyuchaihi samair rijubiratyuchaihi
Samairujubihi ratyuchaihi
samantat suvibhushitaihi
Samantatsu vibhushitaihi
stambai pakshairivatyuchaihi
Tambhai pakshai-rivatyuchaihi
divam samprastitamiva
Divam samprastitamiva
mahatya kutayastirna tirnam
Mahatya kutayastirnam
tirnam. Is it okay? Tirnam prithvi lakshanankaya
Prithivi lakshanankaya
prithivimiva vistirnam
Prithivimiva vistirnam
sarashtra grahashalinim
Sarashtra grihashalinim
naditam matta vihagaihi
Naditam matta vihagaihi
divyagandhadivasitam
Divyagandhadhivasitam
parardhyastarunopetam
Pararghyataranopetam
Rakshodipaniveshit-nishevitam
Rakshodipanishevitam
Dhumram agarudupena
Dhumram agarudhupena
Vimalam hamsa panduram
Vimalam hamsa panduram
Patra pushpopaharena
Patra pushpopaharena
Kalmashi miva suprabham
Kalmashimiva suprabham
Manaso moda jananim
Manaso moda jananim
Varnasyapi prasadinim
Varnasyapi prasadhinim
Tam shokanashinim divyam
Tam shokanashinim divyam
Shriyas sanjananimiva.
Shriyastanjananimiva
The entire place is so enchanting. Tassa tadaha shalam prastitaha. In that very huge hall, shalam, tam shalam prastitaha, which is seated there, dadarsha mahatim shivam shalam, which is most very well kept. Shivam here does not mean auspicious, but most enchanting, wonderful. Ravanasya mahakantam, most attractive, Ravanasya. And he had decorated in such a way as though he treated it as though like his queen. Kantamiva varastriyam. So that is why some of them who have such possession of decorating, when you go to their house, don't touch that, don't touch. Why? They say that it is so dear to me, you can't even put a hand on it. We do it, no touching of anything. Why? Because they love it. So it is most beloved area of Ravana, which is he treats like a queen. Mani Sopana Vikrutam, and the stairs again are all made of pearls. I mean, precious ones, gems. Mani Sopana Vikrutam, Hemajala Virajitam, again golden windows decorated there. And Spartikaihi Avruta Talam, the floor is nothing but crystal floors. Danta Antarita Rupikam, inlaid with Danta, ivory. The floor is there, and between the two tiles you put some, what do you call that? Fillers, I don't call it. Some name is there for that. Grout. People who are in the real estate business, they don't know it. But they deal with these things. Now, think about it. Crystal floor inlaid with ivory. That is the richness we are talking about. Danta Antarita Rupikam, Mukta Vajra Valaischa, pearls, crystals, diamonds, and corals. Mukta Vajra Pravalaischa, Rupya Chami Karerapi, and also silver and gold. Vibhushitam Manistambaihi, and these are all embedded in that, decorated in the pillars of that hall. Manistambaihi, Subhustamba Bhushitam, and that kind of, there are so many such pillars. And Samay Rijibihi Atyuchaihi, and they are not small little towers, and they are straight Riju and Utyuchais, tall pillars. Samanta Suvibhushitaihi, all of them together are decorating the main hall of Ravana. And then these pillars are so tall and skyscraper, as it is said before, which are supporting the Pushpaviman also. And that kind of a pillar is as though having wings that would invite an individual to go to heaven. Stambaihi Pakshaihi Iva Achuchaihi Divam Samprastitamiva, as though they are leading to the heavens. When you look at that the tall such pillars, as though there is no end, the ends only at heaven. And so as though they are leading an individual, come, let us go to the heavens. Mahatya, and the floor is Mahatya Kutaya Astirnam. The entire place also carpeted. Kuta means carpet. Kutaya Astirnam, Prithvi Lakshanankaya. And in that carpet also, such beautiful designs like that of the earth is being embroidered. Prithvi Lakshana Ankaya, the very many different aspects of the earth. Prithvi Miva Vistirnam. It is so vast like that of even the earth. Sa Rashtra Griha Shalini. It also had the, embroidered into it are all the various countries, like an atlas is put in front of you in the form of a carpet. It had all of them, Sarashtra and Naditam Mattavihagaihi, and also he could hear the sound of the birds which have become maddened. Mattavihagaihi, Divya Kanda Vasitam, and smell of the beautiful Chandana, etc. Parardya Tarunopetam, and the best of the Parardya, best of the Taruna Upetam, Rakshaha Adipa Nishevidam, of the best of the young, equal to Taruna Upayadam Rakshaha Adipa Adi Nisheshidam, and meaning are all of them the protecting this very Adipa. Adipa means the ruler, Nishevidam, the palace. And what kind of the smell that he got? Dhumra, Dhumra, Dhumram, Agaru Dush, Agara Dupena. Aguru ne, Agaru. So there's a mistake. I just checked. Guru is not here. Agaru. Agaru means agarbatti. Agaru Dhupa. The smoke of Dhupa. Dhupa is this incense sticks. The smoke of that is coming during, which is put there for the sake of bringing that smell everywhere. Vimalam Hamsa Panduram, it is appearing like the smoke of those incense sticks that are looking like that of the white Hamsa bird. That, so very inviting. Patra Pushpa Upaharena, offering various flowers and leaves. Kalmashim Iva Suprabham. And the flowers and are offered. The entire place looked like that of the one which is fulfilling all desires. Kalmasha here. Kalmashi is the another form of a wish fulfilling cow. Kamadenu Iva Suprabham. Manaso Moda Jananim. It is that which is bringing about so much delight to the mind. Varnasyapi Prasadinim. And we're having various kinds of pleasing colors. Varnasyapi Prasadinim. So by the eyes, by the nose, by the taste, by the feel, all the sense organs are being appeased here. That is the idea of, Sarga, right? Sarga is where you must have all the senses appeased. Even a food also should be pleasing all the five senses. Gurudev used to say that. So when the food is prepared, the smell should invite you. And the way they put it on the table, lay it out, it should be very pleasing. That is also important. So how the food is presented, how the food is cooked, then of course, how the food is tasting also is important. Some people make nice food, very good smelling, well laid out, no salt. Yeah, no, my husband doesn't want salt. Uske liye why are you making me suffer? So food taste should be there. It should smell good. It should be laid out well. And when you are eating, when you put your hand into the rice, it should be soft. So the sense of touch. And Gurudev used to say, you should put papadam, then only the sound also will be there. Without papadam, it's incomplete. So all the five senses are to be appeased. So likewise here, all the senses are appeased. Why I'm saying this, next paragraph is going to talk about that. How all the senses are appeased. Tam shokanashinim divya, destroyer of all sorrows, Shriya sanjananimiva. And it is not only it is destroyer of all the sorrows, but also brings about positive prosperity. That is what is seen in the palace of Ravana. Aganita Gunagana.
Aganita Gunagana Bhushan Rama, Ashita Vatsala Jaya Jaya Rama, Ayodhya Vasi Sita Rama, Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama, Dasharatha Nandana Shri Rama, Dashamukha Mardana Jaya Jaya Rama, Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama, Kamita Phalada Jaya Jaya Rama, पाप विमोचन श्री रामा पट्टाभिरामा जय जय रामा जानकी जीवन सीता रामा जय रघुराम जय सिया रामा वानर सेवित श्री रामा वारिधि वंदन जय जय रामा हनुमत पूजित सीता रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा रघुपति राघव राजा रामा पतित पावन सीता रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा सियावर
सियावर
रामचंद्र
रामचंद्र
की
की
जय
जय।
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय
जय।
उमापति महादेव की जय
बोलो
बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।